Welcome back. You're watching Beyond the Headline. India continues to shine at the Asian Games, and one such bright star joins me on Beyond the Headline today. He has been the reigning national champion since 2017, and he has won India her first ever bronze medal in the men's Dinghy ILCA-7 event. Sailor Vishnu Saravanan is with us on the broadcast. Let's ask him how he feels about winning this big bronze medal for the country. Vishnu, good evening. Thank you very much for speaking with Mirror Now, for joining us tonight. My first question, of course, will remain the fact that you got India her first ever medal in sailing at the Asian Games. How does it feel?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you very much. And yes, sailing is not known to many of us. And even when I started, I didn't know the sport existed, especially in Olympics. But my dad was a sailor, so that's how I started. And I really enjoyed this because it's close to nature and we have so much sea, so might as well enjoy it. So yeah, I started like that, and I feel really good to win a medal for our nation. And it's been a long wait since I've uh, dreamt about winning a medal in Asian Games because 2018 I was not able to participate due to my performance, but that just boosted me and gave me motivation to work harder for China Asian Games. And like because of my hard work and preparation, I was able to qualify for Tokyo Olympics as well. And then it just kind of kept on going. And then overall, I just was in the rhythm to win this medal, and it fell all in places. And I'm just really happy to be here and enjoying the moment.
All right, Vishnu, talking about hard work and dedication, sailing is not, as you said, a sport that is very known about in this country, and not a lot of people are, talking about it right now. But of course, now they will, now that you won that medal, and more people are becoming aware of it. But help us understand what's the kind of hard work and skill that is needed in a sport like sailing.
Well, it's going to be a long story, but long story short, to basically sailing is a very physical sport, even though it's shown as a very relaxing thing in movies and everything. But the proper Olympic sailing is quite difficult and challenging physically and mentally. Sailing is a sport where you actually need a team and lots of logistics, and everything is kind of like I cannot say I won a medal because it'll be really selfish to say that. And I have a big team behind me, from physios to organizers who've organized me to come here, especially Army Yachting Node, and Sai, and so many Mission Olympic Wing. So they've all been a part, not from they've been a part from day one, and I'm very grateful for them, especially my dad, who's been a big part of my journey, and it's his journey too because it was his dream to win medals, and I'm just kind of fulfilling him his dream. So yeah, like basically his kind of these kind of things kind of motivate you because there's so many people behind you helping and doing these things just so you can go out there and enjoy and perform. So I do it for all of these people who stand behind me and support me. So that is kind of my motivation. And when I feel nervous, I just think about I don't even need to take any pressure because there are so many other people who are much worse than me. I'm grateful to have these kind of people surrounded with me, and just a great big family, and they help me no matter what. So I'm just happy just to be here.
Vishnu, you're not new to international competition. You've been a reigning national champion. You've participated in various global events and competitions. But I'm sure there was some sort of nervousness ahead of the contest. You were just a little behind your competitor from Korea, Jee-Min. Did you expect yourself yourself to perform better this time around? What was the feeling you were going through?
The funny thing is, Jee-Min, he's been a three-time Asian Games medalist, and he's by far the best Asian sailor uh, in my category, which is one of the toughest categories in Olympic sailing. So he's been Asian legend for a long time, and my goal was to beat him before he actually kind of stopped sailing. And like this was the right time and right moment to actually do so, because he's very good at Asian Games and he's been having a very perfect record. So it was very fortunate for him and unfortunate for me as well. We can say that, because last day we didn't go racing and he just missed. I just missed out silver point by 1 point, silver position by 1 point. And so, anyways, it was a. He's such a good mentor as well, because he saw me since 2018, and he knew that I would be quite good in the future. And he came to me and he said, he gave those kind of few words actually motivate you, because you look up to these guys and then they appreciate your effort and hard work. These things that, okay, somebody appreciates my hard work, and I just have to work much harder to get to that level. And Jeemin has been sailing since 2008, where I didn't even know what sailing was. So he's an old rooster.
Vishnu, talking about mentors and inspirations, you've always held that you took to sailing after your father. You saw your father and you used to go with him on the boat sailing. Talk us through your journey. How did this love for sailing really begin?
Well, about my dad, he's just a different breed. I'd say he still runs every morning. He's a fitness freak, and he helps everybody. He doesn't expect any returns, because he's just the type of guy who just helps and does his own thing, and he just wants good for everyone. And he helped me and my sister, who was also in Asian Games, like do our best, and he really molded our career into what it is right now. And without him, I don't think we would done anything, and anything would be possible. He's the backbone for us. Not only him, my mom as well, because my mom has been like, I don't really say anything in media, because the mother is playing a very important role in background in everybody's life. So she wants to be staying in the background. So that's why I don't say much about my mom. But she's also there supporting us and asking and praying for us, not only for us and for the whole Indian contingent every time when I ask her. And this is just how our family is. We are driven by sports, and we are healthy because of sports. So we appreciate everything that's around us. And yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Of course, the unsung heroes behind, us, our successes are our family and friends and teams who help us achieve what we do achieve in lives. But Vishnu, India has been largely a cricket-loving nation, and we've seen that change over the past few years. More and more youngsters are taking to other sports. People like yourself and your sister Ramya, you both are into sailing. Other youngsters are taking up other sports as well. Do you see that change happening around you, that it's not just cricket now, youngsters are loving and taking up sports, other sports as professions as well?
Yeah, I have nothing against cricket. I used to play a lot when I was younger. It's just I chose sailing because I felt like no one else has uh, pioneered this sport, and who no one else has been the first to do it. So I kind of have this self motivation that I want to be the first to actually show people like this is possible, and we just have to make sure everything goes through the right way, and this can happen, like an Olympic medal or like even better career, win the world championships and everything. So I'm sure most of the sports have these kind of attitudes and mentalities that's showing up, like wrestling, badminton, shooting right now, and athletics. A relay team was really fantastic in that World Athletics Championships, and of course Neeraj, he's the big guy, and he's performing every time, every pressurized moment, which is really impressive as an athlete. And when you're in such level, the pressure really is a big point, because everything becomes mental, and if you know how to handle your own brain, as Bruce Lee says, empty your mind, make it like water. So I think if you understand that meaning, then you kind of know what you're doing. So for sure, uh, in India, we have seen such a big change in sports, because from 2011, I think we've really improved our sports overall, thanks to the sports ministry, because they've been putting a lot of effort in doing the structured programs and tops, the like, target Olympic podium scheme, which I was included in after Tokyo Olympics as well, which is such a good scheme for athletes like myself and all the other ones who are included in that. So it just makes things easier, and athletes does what he needs to do, and that is to train and not to worry about anything else. And the basic needs are sorted, and you're just focused on your own goal, that is to win a medal, and nothing else is in your way. That's like the dream of an athlete. So that's all that is to it. Like, we have so many people, but we're still lacking medals. I'm not saying we are not making medals, but we are still not at our full potential. But I'm sure in the coming few years we can make that happen, and it's a positive state.
And Vishnu, how can we increase that tally? We've got more and more youngsters taking up sports professionally. How can we increase that tally? How can we improve our sporting facilities, the infrastructure in the country? How do we move forward in that direction?
That's a very big question for me, but well, I don't really know exactly how to say this, but let's say we have the scouting system, how it works, because sailing is a equipment sport. You can't just show up like athletics or some other, because you need some kind of equipment. So there should be some base where you have minimum equipment or minimum boats that you can use, and you can use the local schools or other regions where you can collect so many kids to just try the boats out, try the sport. It's just like learning football. If you have a football, you go and you tell the kids to play the football, and they start playing. If they like it, they keep playing. If they don't, they choose the other things. So you just need to have these kind of equipment around your like house, or like in a next to the sea, basically, or the lake, just to try them out, like during the school periods, like in the summer holidays, like you have football camps. We can have sailing camps as well. You can introduce that. Like it can be organized by local councils and local state uh, uh, how you say, organizers, all these things. And this can really help the basic level of uh, support to sailing and knowledge to like to kids, that what is sailing. It's not rowing, it's not kayaking, it's sailing. Sailing is run by wind, and there's no engine to it. So it's actually the boat which is moving just with the wind. So yeah, so these are the things which is.
Okay, Vishnu, my last question to you. You're serving as an inspiration, as a role model to many across the country, for youngsters who might be watching you, who want to take up sports professionally, who want to take up sailing professionally, and make a career in that, dream about it. What would you like to say to them today?
Oh, So I became a role model very quickly there. No, what I would like to say to the young kids is whatever you do in life, have good guidance, believe in your parents. They have a good vision because, of course, they only like mean good to you. And even if you have your own visions in life, believe in them and never stop in the middle. You always finish what you've started. That's what I've learned. And never forget where you started because that's what gives you full fuel. And no matter how tall the tree gets, the roots are much deeper. So always forget, always remember the roots. So you always are strong and humble and teach what you've learned because we don't take anything else when we go from this earth. So leave a legacy behind. And doesn't matter what the legacy is, but just enjoy what and be in the moment.
And as Bruce Lee said, be water, my friend, flow with the flow of life. Vishnu Saravanan, thank you very much for joining us on Mirror Now, as humble and calm as ever. But best wishes to you for your future endeavors. May you make the nation and all of us proud as you have this time around at the Asian Games. Thank you very much, Vishnu, for joining us on Mirror Now. And with that, we are wrapping up Beyond the Headline.